Getting the MCU return of both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans in 1 month was shocking for most fans, but Kevin Feige might have been teasing it for a while. Marvel Studios returned to San Diego Comic-Con's Hall H after a notable absence last year, and the panel ended with a jaw-dropping moment. Alongside the fact that the Russo brothers would be returning to direct the next 2 Avengers films, the reworked title of Avengers 5 was revealed to be Avengers: Doomsday. Dr. Doom took to the SDCC stage himself, revealed to be none other than Robert Downey Jr. The huge SDCC announcement came just a day after Deadpool and Wolverine officially released in theaters, where Chris Evans made a surprise cameo as Johnny Storm from 2005's Fantastic Four. Though neither of these roles are the continuation of Tony Stark or Steve Rogers, the return of 2 iconic Marvel actors in some capacity has been welcomed nonetheless. Such big decisions wouldn't have been worked out overnight, meaning that Feige has likely been teasing fans for quite some time now. Kevin Feige's Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans' MCU comments foreshadowed their returns. Marvel Studios president Feige has been asked in countless interviews whether Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans would ever return and generally answered vaguely. However, he has always been open to the possibility. In an interview with Discussing Film, Feige explained how Hugh Jackman's appearance as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine was an example of a return done right. Feige and the studio would only want to bring Downey or Evans back if the role felt absolutely right, and most fans would probably agree with the sentiment for the sake of the characters' legacies. Both the decision to have Evans cameo as Johnny Storm and to cast Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom also must have taken months of planning. In every interview where Feige had been asked about the 2 actors' possible returns in the past year, he likely already knew the answer. Feige telling the media that the 2 could come back if done right was almost his way of teasing their returns, as he probably wouldn't have given fans false hope if the answer was a firm no. How long were Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans' MCU return planned for? Steve Rogers and Tony Stark talk in Endgame. Since Deadpool and Wolverine wrapped filming in early 2024, Evans' cameo must have been in the works since last year. A possible Evans cameo might have already been planned since his Endgame exit. In the same vein, Fantastic Four director Matt Shakman said that he's had to keep the secret under wraps for a while, via Collider, when asked about the SDCC Dr. Doom reveal. The fate of Avengers 5 was up in the air for a while after Jonathan Majors' 2023 firing, and though Marvel took some time to announce Doomsday, it was a pivot that had to be made quickly. The Russos commented at SDCC that bringing Dr. Doom to the MCU meant having the best actor play the villain, so Marvel likely had Downey Jr. in mind for the role for a while. Even if Avengers 5 hadn't turned into Doomsday, Downey Jr.'s casting might have been in the works for a future project. The exact timeline of when Downey Jr. and Evans' MCU returns were planned hasn't been confirmed, but every Marvel decision is made with months, if not years, of planning.